Hello everyone, this is Prince Will of OP Global Concerts. Today I want to share with us some things about traveling abroad, specifically traveling to the United Kingdom, UK for short. I'll be focused more on people who want to go for study, people who want to travel through study routes. Traveling to the UK, it's perhaps one of the easiest ways to travel abroad, particularly through their study route. Uh, and many people want to travel. Many people have the cash to travel, but they do not have the knowledge, the information for them to travel abroad, appropriate information they need in navigating through. It is one thing to travel abroad, it is another thing to find your way around the country. It is quite different. People just get into a new country. They really do not have an understanding of how the country works. UK, as many other countries, have a system. So you and I know the idea for traveling abroad is basically to get greener pasture over there, make more money for yourself, liberate your family from economic bondages you may have found yourself in your country. So if you want to make such investment into traveling abroad, it has to be worth it. Yeah, it has to be worth it. UK gives opportunities for dreams to come alive. From my own experience, I would not advise people to travel to the UK to do a bachelor's degree. No. An undergraduate study in the UK, I think, should be left for those who are wealthy enough to foot such bills because it is quite costly. Imagine you paying £14,000 yearly for 3 years program. That's a lot of money. So I'd advise you do your undergraduate program in Nigeria or any country where you are, then you can do your postgraduate studies, master's, PhD in the UK, because they come with extra benefits, unlike the undergraduate program. Let's say the master's program, you want to study master's in UK, it comes with the benefit of traveling with dependents, your husband, your wife, your kids. Yeah, you can travel with them with a postgraduate visa. For undergraduate, you can't travel with any dependents, okay? You can't. So let's say you are a man or you're a woman who wants to travel to the UK for your master's or PhD. You are allowed to study and work. Yeah, you can do work for 20 hours a week, while your spouse, your wife or your husband can work 40 hours a week during the duration of your visa. And once you graduate from the UK university, you are given a 2 years post-study visa. Yeah, that 2 years post-study visa allows you to be in the UK for extra 2 years after your study, so you can get a job, secure yourself in the UK. Now, this 2 years post-study visa has conditions. It is always advised that you study courses that gives you leverage in getting jobs that the UK economy needs. Yeah, you don't just pick random courses to study in the UK because it is going to be quite difficult for you to get jobs that will qualify you to stay after that 2 years post-study visa. Yeah, so you have to look for jobs that are in demand in the UK, IT, medical sciences, and some other courses. Yeah, you need to go through so many researches to understand how it works in UK and in other countries. So let's say, for example, you pick nursing, which is one of the high in demand jobs in the UK and in most Western countries. You study nursing in your master's, you would get your 2 years post study visa. So that 2 years post study visa, it is expected that most likely you would be working in an hospital where you must have done your training under. Yeah, be working in an hospital. At that same hospital, after your 2 years post study visa, would most likely want to retain you. Now, if they retain you, you are already having more advantages in getting your permanent residence in UK. Yeah, you can get your permanent residency in UK through having those jobs that keeps you in the UK. So you just have to understand how it works. So basically, if you want to travel to the UK, you start at looking at the tuition fee. Most schools for masters would require between 14,000 to 20,000 pounds. Some schools would even collect 14,000 or 11,000 pounds. So you just have to look out for the schools that collect this amount. This tuition fee are paid yearly, of course. Some schools charge a deposit of 4,000 pounds, some charge 5,000, some charge 6,000. Regardless, you're going to be paying about 50% of your tuition fee upon your arrival in UK for your study. Okay, so let's say you want to study nursing. Yeah, let's just stick with nursing. Let's say you want to study nursing in the UK for your master's. You make an application to the university for nursing degree master's. You're given an admission letter. We call it unconditional offer. You're given this unconditional offer. You're expected to pay your tuition fee, a deposit. Let's say your tuition fee for your master's is 14,000 pounds. You're expected to pay in some schools. Let's say you pay 4,000 deposits. Once you pay your 4,000 deposits, you're also supposed to get your proof of funds ready. Yeah, proof of funds means your living expenses plus the balance of your tuition fee. So if your tuition fee is 14,000 and you're paying 4,000 deposit, it means you have 10,000 pounds left plus your living expenses. Living expenses for UK, it's around 9,000 to 11,000, roughly put 12,000 pounds. So let's stick out, you have 10,000 pounds as your living expenses plus the 10,000 pounds for your tuition fee balance. You have 20,000 pounds, okay, that you need to provide as your proof of funds in your bank account. Yeah, in your bank account. So you must have an equivalent of 20,000 pounds, whatever the amount is, anyways, in naira or in whatever currency you country operates in. Now you show this as evidence for your proof of funds as you pay your tuition fee deposit. So when you submit this proof of funds, 28 days bank statement to the school, you are issued your CAS, right? Confirmation of acceptance of study. With this CAS, you can proceed with your visa application where you pay your visa fee, you do your health insurance, you do other things, your tuberculosis test and thereabouts. So give and take, you could spend roughly between 5 to 7 million naira for your UK study application and your visa. Yeah, you can. So when you get into the UK, you can easily find your way around, but you need to have a lot of money with you to offset some bills. Accommodation needs to be considered, feeding needs to be considered while you're doing these things. And remember, you ought to pay 50% of your tuition fee while you get to the UK. Otherwise, your study may be jeopardized. This is Opin. I wish you all the best as you prepare for your UK study and visa.